Welcome to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Tupac. Drop the RP Tupacs down in the comment section. It's over with for Diddy. The Fed said that he said that Diddy had somebody to send him some threats and they was waiting outside of his house so that he wouldn't come to court. Now Diddy, he gave his own testimony in this whole case. It don't excuse the fact of what you did to Kim Porter. It don't excuse the fact of what happened to Tupac or Cassie. At the end of the day, Suge Knight's still locked up for everything that you caused. It was a cause and effect behind everything that Diddy ever did. Hit the like button if you feel that Diddy is bogus for what he did to these people, but let alone he's wrong for how he's trying to get up out of the situation with his money. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation. Hit the like button if you rocking with Kim Porter. Hit the like button if you rocking with Tupac. Get well, Cassie. Cat Williams said that Alex was the only one that took up for Cassie. Now, we know for a fact that Cassie was the main one who she kept telling on Diddy every time he did something, but then she'll run back to Diddy. This last thing that she told on about Diddy was when she filed a lawsuit against him and got all that money back. Alex, he was the only one that stood up to Diddy. It was a lot of people who felt that Diddy, he had no chance against Alex. This is the main person who's been in her corner ever since he even met her. Cassie had plenty of boyfriends before Alex even came in the picture. Diddy got all them other dudes out the way. Cassie, she moved on and went with dude. I want y'all to hit the like button and let me know if y'all think that out of all the people that Cassie ever messed with before Alex, they couldn't stand a chance with Diddy because he had too much money and too many people who would go do anything for him. Now, it's a lot of names mentioned on this indictment. A lot of people feel that Kim Kardashian, she was at a couple of his parties, but then she stopped going due to the nature of what goes on behind the closed doors inside of his parties after hours. Now, the feds, they looking at every piece of evidence that was submitted in this whole case. RP Tupac, because they brought up what happened. They said that Keefe D, he went out there, he took the money. He spent the money, he did the hit, and then he went and tried to write a book about it and end up incriminating himself throughout this whole process of everything that went down. Now, that's only karma. Whatever goes around comes around. Whatever's done in the dark will come to the light. Hit the like button if you think that what goes around comes around. At the end of the day, the Fed's not finna play no games. The Fed's got a 99% conviction rate, and anybody who thought that they was gonna slip through the cracks after we seen what happened with Tupac, 28 years later, it took them to find the people who did it. Yes, it took that long because Keefe D, he ended up coming out and saying he had a part in it and then tried to renege on his statement. That's why they picked him up in Las Vegas at his house when he was coming from off his daily walk. This is a sad situation, but it's a lot of people who going down, and Diddy is the mastermind of it all. Regardless of who you paid to do it, they told on you. And Diddy, he's giving a testimony stating that he didn't give these people this authority to go out there and do these to these people. Diddy is sticking to his story. He acting like he didn't pay these people to do none of the crimes that they did. Whenever you got people like Young Miami going on plane trips to go drop off with your mule, and then they get caught up in this and your name is brought up, all because the private jet is in your name, it all goes back to you. Nobody else can take full responsibility for something you did. Like at the end of the day, RP Kim Porter, RP Tupac, get well Cassie. You bogus for what you did. And we know for a fact that the feds, they're going to take every piece of substantial evidence and they're going to prosecute you. And a lot of people feel that Alex, he's going to get his justice for what happened to his girl. And for Diddy to keep trying to send people to this man's house to keep him from coming to court, it all goes to show he has no respect for the law. Everybody sit back and you see how everything is going to unfold. Diddy, he put himself in a messed up situation, but you have to watch the people you keep in your circle. A lot of people didn't think that this was going to turn out like this. Cassie, she's the main one who still has to sit back and watch her business get put out everywhere. People weren't supposed to know about what happened with Cassie, but she had to come out and say it in order for her to get Diddy off of her bumper. A lot of people feel that Diddy, he was very manipulative. Hit the like button if you think that Diddy, he manipulated her and a couple more other people just so he can get his personal gain. It was only temporary validation at the end of the day. The Fed said that Diddy, they got every last one of his call logs. They got everything pertaining to all the freak-offs that he had, including when TD Jakes was inside of those parties. And now we know for a fact TD Jakes, he's a pastor, man. He's one of the main ones who was in Diddy corner trying to tell him to stop doing this stuff. And a lot of people feel that just because you saw him on pictures with Diddy, that he was a part of it. Whatever they had going on and whatever Diddy tried to put his name in, it didn't turn out like that. It ended up backfiring on Diddy. So at the end of the day, we have to watch the people we keep around us, and we have to watch the places that we go, because a lot of people ain't gonna be right there for you when you get locked up. Ain't nobody sending Diddy no money, even though he got money. Ain't nobody helping Diddy. Diddy, he bogus for what he did. A lot of people feel that Tupac could still be alive right now if Diddy would have never even took it that far and tried to make things escalate from what happened at that studio when Tupac got shot up in that hallway. Like at the end of the day, Snoop Dogg told it all. And Gene Deal, he's the main one who kept saying, Diddy had NDAs on these people. That's why they never wanted to say what happened with Tupac, Kim Porter, Prince, and Kevin Hart. And Kim Porter. Like at the end of the day, R.I.P. Kim Porter, R.I.P. Tupac, get well Cassie. It was so heartbreaking to sit back and see Cassie look at Diddy get on the stand and lie about everything that he did to her and all these other people. We know what happened to Al B. Shore. We know what happened with Kid Cudi. Don't forget, everybody said that Heavy D, he got caught up in the mix of the things that Diddy did. Like at the end of the day, every crime that Diddy committed, he got away with some of them, but they all coming back on him right now. Certain things has no statute of limitations. And Diddy, he thought that he got away with it just because he had the NDAs. The NDAs is only for a short period of time. The NDAs is null and void after they expire. Like at the end of the day, this is why everybody came out on, and Kevin Hart, he kept saying, he kept trying to tell everybody what Diddy was doing at the parties from when they did the open interview inside of the party, when they was walking around with the microphone. He said that Diddy got all these women lined up. He got liquor over here, liquor over here. And Gene Deal kept saying, the liquor is spite. Watch yourself. The bodyguards kept saying, y'all shouldn't be drinking that. They was telling certain people, putting them up on game before Diddy even catch wind of what they was doing. Now, if somebody trying to inform you something and trying to help you with something, you supposed to take initiative to it, because they coming to the parties thinking that they finna have a good time. Whole time, they just passing out. And Diddy and them dragging them to the room. This is a sad situation, but this is coming straight from New York, you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Kim Porter. Everybody sit back and you see how everything is going to unfold. Diddy, he put himself in a messed up situation, but you have to watch the people you keep in your circle. A lot of people didn't think that this was going to turn out like this. Cassie, she's the main one who still has to sit back and watch her business get put out everywhere. People weren't supposed to know about what happened with Cassie, but she had to come out and say it. Let me know if you think Gene Deal, he's going to come out about more things that happened when them NDAs were still valid. Now that all of that is done, now Gene Deal, he can tell them everything that even went down. He's an ex-parole officer, so he has to come out and let them know the crimes that Diddy did under his watch. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Kim Porter.